kumita ng pera sa YouTube kahit walang ginagawang video. So ipapakita ko sa inyo yung mga example channels na gumagawa ng method na ito and then kumikita sa YouTube. Papakita ko rin sa inyo yung mga estimated revenue ng mga channel na yon. At ang pinaka-importante sa lahat dito sa video na to, tuturuan ko kayo kung paano gumawa ng video, mag-compile ng video, at paano hindi mag-copyright. So guys, kung interesado kayong kumita ng pera sa YouTube, please watch the whole video. Okay, so huwag ka muna mag-comment dyan kasi meron tayong free promotion. So ang gagawin mo lang para mag-promote ang iyong channel sa next video natin is sagutin mo lang yung tanong na ito. And then pagkatapos nyan, i-like mo rin ang video na ito and yun lang. Yun na yung para And then, pagkatapos niyan, i-like mo rin ang video na ito and yun lang. Yun na yung gagawin mo. I-promote ko yung channel mo sa next video natin. Okay, so sobrang ganda na pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Okay, hindi tayo kailangan maglabas ng pera. Walang investment because YouTube is free. Ang kailangan mo lang dito is internet, computer, o di kaya cellphone, and then yun lang. Okay, magagawa mo rin ito kahit saang sulok ka man ng mundo. So with no further ado, let's jump into our computer and sana makinig ko yung mabuti kasi napaka-importante nito and pwede kayong kumita talaga ng pera dito. Like serious money. So let's jump into the computer.
Yo, what's up Katao fam? So, sa video na to, tuturuan ko kayo kung paano kumita ng pera sa YouTube kahit walang video. Okay? So, first, papakita ko muna sa inyo yung mga example ng mga channels, okay, na gumagawa ng mga ganito. And then, later, ipapakita ko sa inyo kung paano gumawa ng mga video na ganito. Okay? So, hindi natin kailangan pakita yung mukha natin sa camera. Okay, hindi natin kailangan gumawa ng video na tayo yung nagbe-video talaga gamit ang camera. Wala. Okay, manguha lang tayo ng mga video clips, okay, mga audio clips, and then imi-mix natin, i-compile, and then yun lang. Okay, so napaka-simple lang. So papakita ko muna sa inyo yung mga example channels, okay, para mabisita nyo rin and then pwede nyong i-model. Okay, so first is itong Be Inspired, okay, na channel. So itong channel na ito guys ay matagal na, okay, meron na itong 6.7 million subscribers and yung views na nakukuha ng channel na to every month is sobrang laki na. Okay, so we can actually check it on Social Blade. So makikita rin natin yung revenue. So let's check it. So punta tayo dito sa Social Blade. Sa mga taong hindi alam yung Social Blade, okay, so copy, and then okay, refresh muna natin yan, and then paste. So dito sa Social Blade, makikita natin yung estimated revenue ng isang YouTube channel, okay, and makikita din natin dito kung ilan ba yung nakukuha niyang views, okay, pero hindi lahat ng channel guys, kasi merong ibang channel na tinatago yung kanilang analytics. So ito, hindi niya tinatago yung analytics niya. So this is Be Inspired channel. So ang monthly estimated earnings ng channel na ito is nasa $2,000 to $41,000, okay, every month. Napakalaking pera niyan guys, okay, napakalaking pera niyan. That's super laki talaga, okay, lalo na dito sa Pilipinas. So yung channel na ito last month nagkaroon ng 10 million views. So maybe nag-average ang channel na ito ng 10 million views every month. Okay? So, here it is. Ito, makikita mo rin dito yung mga nag-upload sila every single day and makikita mo dito yung video views and estimated earnings. So, marami kang makikita dito sa Social Blade. You can check it out yourself. So, pag-usapan natin itong Be Inspired. So, sa channel na ito guys, nag-upload yung nagmamay-ari ng mga video compilation ng mga sikat, okay, ng mga sikat na mga businessman, okay, and yung ginagawa ng channel na ito is nagko-compile siya ng mga videos ng mga sikat na businessman na nagsasalita ng mga motivational speech. Yun yung ginagawa ng channel na to. So you can check it out yourself. And later on this video, sasabihin ko rin sa inyo kung paano ba hindi makopyright, okay? Kasi nangunguha lang sila ng mga video clip. Paano hindi makopyright? So, yan yung pag-uusapan natin later on this video. So, next na example natin is itong Team Fearless. So, the same guys, but mostly nagfo-focus yung channel na ito sa mga exercise, mga nagji-gym, okay? Para ma-motivate yung mga tao, okay? But the same style, same strategy, nangunguha ng mga video clips, nagme-mix lang or nagko-compile ng mga videos and ina-upload sa YouTube. So, meron tayong pag-uusapan about fair use, okay? Paano hindi ma-copyright. Later on this video, pag-uusapan natin yan. Ano yung mga technique na pwede mong gawin or pwede natin gawin. Okay? Pero guys, if we talk about fair use, hindi talaga totally like safe tayo, okay, sa copyright. Okay? Still, pwede pa rin tayo makakuha ng mga copyright claim from, from other people na nagmamay-ari ng video, pero meron tayong pwedeng gawin, okay, para hindi ma-take down yung ating YouTube channel. Okay? Meron tayong maraming pwedeng gawin. Okay? So, the next example channel naman natin is itong absolute motivation. So, same, okay? Ganun din yung ginagawa, nag-ano ng mga video clips and all of that. So, meron itong 1 million subscribers. Itong Team Fearless, merong 2 million. Okay, ito merong 1 million. So, let's try to check magkano ba, okay, yung kinikita ng channel na ito. So guys, kahit 1/4 lang or half lang ng kinikita ng mga channel na ito yung mapunta sa atin, it's good already. It's very good already para sa atin, 'di ba? Kasi napakalaking pera kasi nito. Ito $200 to $4,000 every month. Hindi siya ganong kalaki pero mas okay pa rin. If makakuha tayo ng $1,000, $2,000 every month, napakasaya na nun para sa atin dito sa Pilipinas. Okay? Napakasaya na nun. So, baka magtatanong kayo, imposible or kaya ba yon? Kaya ba yung 1,000, 2,000, 1,500 every month? Yes. Okay? Sobrang daming YouTuber guys, yung kinikita, yung pera na yon. Okay? Kinikita $1,500, $2,000 every month. Okay? Sobrang daming YouTuber, Filipino YouTuber na ganun yung kinikita every month. Kaya yon. Okay? Kaya yon. So, ito, 4,000 every month, 1 million views every 30 days or every month. So, malaki rin. Absolute motivation. Ito, daily motivation. Okay? Motivation study. Motivation hub. So, ano bang yung reason ko bakit pinapakita ko sa inyo yung mga channels na to? I want you guys to check the channel out. Okay? Study the channel. Study kung ano yung mga ginagawa ng channel na to. And yun yung gawin nyo sa mga channel ninyo. If you are planning to like make a new channel to like make money on YouTube, you can visit these types of channels and tignan nyo sila anong ginagawa, bakit marami silang views, anong ginagawa nila sa video nila. Ganun lang naman talaga yun eh. Study, okay? Study your competition, okay? Kung ano yung mga nag-work sa mga competition mo, okay? Sa mga channels na to, mag-work din yan sa'yo if you try to do it as same as kung ano yung mga ginawa nila. Okay? So, ganun naman talaga yung parang sikreto eh. Okay, sorry sa Tagalog ko, parang nabubulol ako. But, yun. Okay, study your competition. Gawin mo yung ano yung mga ginagawa nila. Okay? So, motivational channel. So, I haven't seen any motivational channel na Filipino language. Konti pala yung mga nakikita ko. So, guys, siguro dito sa Pilipinas, konti pa yung mga gumagawa ng ganito. So, it's a very big opportunity. Okay? Konti pa lang yung competition. Okay? So, we can, make something like this Filipino version. Okay? So, itong Daily Motion, magkano ba yung sinesweldo nito? $800 to $13,000 a month. So, kahit konti, okay, kahit 1/4 lang ng pera na yan, sobrang okay na para sa atin dito sa Pilipinas. Okay? Alright, now, ito na yung the moment of truth. Paano ba ginagawa yung mga ganitong channel? So, usually, yung ginagawa ng mga nagmamay-ari nito is kumukuha sila ng mga video clips. Okay? Video clips and audio clips. So, ganito yan. First thing that we need to do, okay, or we need to find is an audio clip. Okay? Motivational speech. Okay? Kung gusto natin na mas safe sa copyright, pwede natin gawin yung motivational speech ng tayo-tayo lang. Okay? Maggamit tayo ng microphone. Okay? Microphone ng computer natin or microphone ng ating cellphone. We can use that. Okay? Magbasa tayo ng mga motivational speech dito sa internet na makikita natin. We can do that. Or, we can go to YouTube. Okay? Type natin dito, motivational speech. Okay? And then filter. And then Creative Commons. So, if we can find Creative Commons motivational speech, we can reuse that piece of audio. So, ang gagawin lang natin is punta tayo sa website na YouTube to MP3. Okay, YouTube to MP3 converter. Itong YTMP3. And then, kunin natin yung motivational speech. Okay? Kunin natin yung MP3. Okay, we can just, for example, itong first video. Okay? We can just pause that, copy the URL, okay, paste it here, and convert, and then we can download the MP3. Okay, I already have downloaded this one. I'm going to show you guys later kung paano siya ginagawa sa editing software. So, I already have downloaded an audio. Meron na akong audio speech. Okay, motivational speech. Ngayon, ang kailangan natin hanapin is yung mga video clips. Okay, punta tayo dito sa pixels.com if we talk about video clips. So, ang lalagay lang natin dito, pwede tayo mag-ano ng exercise, okay, exercise videos, kasi motivation din naman yung mga exercise, okay, kagaya nito, sobrang motivational nito, and we can also do like drone footage, okay, pwede tayo mag-ano ng drone footage, we can download this video clip. So, I already have download video clips kanina. So, papakita ko na lang sa inyo kung paano siya i-compile. So, if hindi nyo kayang gawa ng isang motivational speech, okay, kasi hindi nyo gusto yung boses ninyo, okay, or wala kayong nakita na Creative Commons na motivational speech, we can go to Fiverr, okay, and type dito voice over. Okay, voice over. So, we can find people na magaling mag-voice over dito. We can just pay $10. Meron ng mga Filipino dito Filipino. Okay. Ito, mga Filipino, you can just pay them $5, $20. Cheap actually guys pag Pinoy. Mas mura. So, $5 ito, $10. So, we can pay people na mag-voice over para sa atin, or we can do it ourselves. Okay? So, ngayon, kung nakuha na natin yung ating mga kailangan, meron na tayong video, meron na tayong speech, motivational speech, okay, na MP3, okay, or audio clip, and meron na tayong mga video clips from Pixels, okay, na libre. Now, we can start making our video. So, import lang natin yung mga nakuha natin. Okay, downloads. So, meron tayong mga nakuha dito. Okay, and all we need to do is ito yung audio. Okay, motivational audio to. Actually, yung mga editing software guys, parehas lang din ng ganito. By the way, bago ko makalimutan pala, kung gusto nyo ng mga libreng editing software, you can just go to filmora.com or filmora.wondershare.net. Okay, you can download Filmora for free. Okay? Napakasimple lang. So, kagaya lang din yan, ganito din yung parang itsura ng Filmora. You can just click and drag lang. So, drag nyo yung motivational speech na audio, and then i-drag nyo rin yung mga nakuha nyo ng mga video clips. So, ganito lang yan. So, ganun lang. I-compile mo lang yung mga video, and then you will get yourself a very good motivational video. Okay, so you can see that meron dito nag-exercise. So you can check out motivational channel yourself. Ganito rin yung mga ginagawa nila, and meron kang maririnig na motivational speech sa audio. So ganun lang guys, ganun lang gumawa ng motivational channel or video, motivational video. It's actually pretty simple, but yung mahirap lang dito is yung pagpapalaki ng channel. Okay, dun naman yung makikita yung kung gaano kayo kadesidido. Okay, you just need to be consistent. Wag kang mawala ng pag-asa, just keep making videos and you will, you know, lalaki yung channel mo. So dun din makikita yung gaano kayo ka desidido or kagusto magkapera sa YouTube. So that's it on this video guys. This is a very quick tutorial about this types of YouTube channel. Marami pa akong mga ganito. I will upload a lot about, you know, YouTube, how to make money on YouTube sa channel na to. So guys, hope you like the video. Click subscribe kung hindi pa kayo nakasubscribe, and yun lang. Maraming salamat sa panunood ng video na to, and I will see you on the next video. Peace out guys.
Hi, I'm Sari, here to answer your copyright questions. Today's topic is fair use. First, what is fair use? Fair use allows you to reuse copyright-protected material under certain circumstances without getting permission from the copyright owner. Fair use is an exception to copyright law and is not determined by YouTube. Let me say that again. YouTube does not decide what is fair use and what isn't. Only the court can do that. What counts as fair use? Different countries have different rules about when it's okay to use material without the copyright owner's permission. In some countries, it's not even called fair use. For example, in the UK, it's referred to as fair dealing. Aside from what your country calls it, courts usually focus on whether your use of another person's song or video is transformative. Basically, they're asking if you added new expression or meaning to the original work, or if it basically copies the original. For example, in the US, content that might be considered fair use includes commentary, criticism, or news reporting. Also, keep in mind that just because you say something's fair use, give credit to the copyright owner, or add a disclaimer like no infringement intended, it does not mean that you're protected. How is fair use determined by law? Determining fair use is never a cut and dry process. In the US, fair use can only be determined in court by a judge. The judge will look at your case overall based on a few different factors. Here are a few things to keep in mind based on what the courts look at. You're less likely to qualify for fair use if your video merely copies someone else's and adds nothing else, if you're trying to monetize your video, if you're using fictional copyrighted material rather than factual material, if you borrowed a large amount of material rather than a small portion, if the main focus of your video is the copyright protected material, or if your use of the material harms the copyright owner's ability to profit from their original work. So, all of these are helpful factors to consider when thinking about fair use. But also keep in mind there is no guarantee that you'll qualify for fair use just because you take these factors into account. For example, just because you don't monetize your video, or if you only use a small portion of the copyrighted material, that does not mean you automatically qualify for fair use. Again, the courts look at everything holistically, and there's always a risk involved when using someone else's copyrighted work. Think carefully about all of these factors and get legal advice if needed. Companies are claiming just a few seconds of a video. How is that not abuse? One of the biggest myths about fair use is that there's a minimum amount of time you're allowed to use someone else's copyrighted work. But despite what some people may think, there is no duration which you can use someone else's content that is automatically protected under fair use. In fact, courts have rejected fair use arguments for songs that only sample a few seconds of someone else's work. So if you're using any amount of content that you don't own, even a few seconds, you're taking a risk of receiving a claim or a takedown. You have the right to argue fair use, but only courts, not YouTube, can ultimately decide whether the use of someone else's content is protected under fair use. Because of this, our approach has been to empower creators to remove claimed content whenever possible if they feel that it isn't adding significant value to their video. That's why we've built tools to help you easily identify the content being claimed in your video and remove or swap out claimed music with copyright-safe tracks from the free YouTube audio library. We're also now requiring claimants to add timestamps to these claims so you know exactly which piece of your video is being claimed. We've also updated our editing tools so that when you remove the content manually claimed in your video, the claim is automatically released, restoring monetization to your video if you were previously monetizing. Why does my content, which is clearly fair use, keep getting claimed by Content ID? Automated systems like Content ID can't determine fair use, which is a subjective, case-by-case decision that can only be made by a court. While YouTube can't arbitrate fair use disputes, and automated systems like Content ID can account for fair use, this doesn't mean that fair use can't exist on YouTube. If you're a creator, you should avoid relying on fair use unless you understand how the rules work and you're prepared to defend your position through the Content ID dispute process and potentially the counter notification process. This forces the claimant to withdraw or to file a lawsuit. This isn't a decision that should be taken lightly or without legal advice, but it is the most powerful step you can take if you want to pursue a fair use defense, and will force the most thoughtful review from the claimant. And that's it for fair use. Check out more info in our Help Center, linked in the description below, and be sure to check out the other videos in our copyright series, linked here. Bye!